So a little bit about the education. It's a full-blown education, and what that means is that in our terminology is a program which comprises at least 10 days of education. And in this case, for the purposes of the contract manager, we have a full set of 14-day modules of training. And basically, what we use as a red thread through that is the stage gate model that you saw just before. We also use physics-based examples, and that is of course because we work predominantly in the offshore wind industry, where that is the standard form of contracts mostly used. So that is also what we use for example purposes, aside from case studies, where we also make a GIS tool available to our learners. So that is sort of the basic structure that we'll get back to in a second. Our instructors, yeah, that's myself, but it's of course also a wider team, and even a wider team beyond the people you see on the screen here. So the common denominator is that for everybody involved, they have 10 plus years of experience in the industry and with subject matter content related to contract management, coming at it from a legal, commercial, and management perspective. So those are the people, if you do take the education, that you're going to encounter, that are going to be the face that you'll see throughout the different parts of the curriculum. In terms of the audience for the course, as we see it as very much as a specialized project management discipline, we also have a rather large target audience. So of course, the education is relevant for contract managers and administrators, but also all the other roles that are very much involved in contract and scope delivery. So that can be commercial managers, installation managers, and package managers, and so on. It equally is relevant for both, let's say, developers and supply chain. And that is also why we included, let's say, sales managers and tender administrators into the process here. In terms of the curriculum, it's rather extensive. So as I said before, it is actually it's a total of 14 day modules. Each day module is 4 times 45 minutes, plus some gameplay, plus tests and assignments. And the basic build-up is one where for the first 4 modules, we're looking at roles and responsibilities. We're looking at how the contract typically matures over time in our stage gate model. We're looking at governance. We're looking at authorities and a lot of different other things, basic contractual understanding. That is basically sort of the fundamental qualities that we see are required for a contract manager. And then for the rest of the education from module 5 and onwards, we're really focusing more on contractual and operational topics, of course, related to and put in the context of our let's say stage gate model, but more using the contracts and the particular risks associated with that as the starting point. So here we'll cover topics such as the site. Doesn't really matter which construction project you're involved in. You will always face the risk of ground conditions and weather conditions and access to site and other exciting topics. Of course, contract price and payment, quite important and interesting topic for everybody involved with contracts. And then, yeah, time and delay, changes to the scope of work, claims and disputes, and so on. So basically, we're going to cover more or less end-to-end all the main risks and typical topics that are required to pay, let's say, special attention to when you are managing a contract. And we're going to do that, as I said before, using a live case study in a GIS environment. We're going to use it, do it using FIDIC-based examples. And we're also going to do it in a way where we give you tools and templates that you can actually use in your day-to-day work life as well. So basically, that's what I just spoke to. So I'll skip this slide here. What's quite important in e-learning is that we have an environment that's engaging to the learner. So obviously, you do that by making it as interactive as you can. And that is why we have a sizable team of very talented people working with integration and production of all our learning content. So basically, what we have available to us is a lot of different vehicles to create that interaction. So we do high quality video lessons that are produced, as the one you can see on the screen here. We have our FIDIC-based examples and stage-gate models with hotspots, just as the same as pop-ups, very much in the same way as I just showed you here during this presentation. Then we have our case studies. So this is just a print screen from our live GIS environment, where we actually have a GIS tool that's made available to the learners, where you can then sit and actually work your way through it through using your fingertips and your mouse. So you get that access also as part of this, and we use it for examples, for changes, and for stakeholders and for other things throughout the education. Then, of course, we have our resources in terms of our glossary and terminology as well. You'll get a certificate of completion, and we also have a student community where you can network with other professionals with similar interests. Last but not least, I want to give you some examples, some visuals to what the learning environment actually looks like, because that's quite important. So what you see here is a animation. What we made part of the education here is also a full day module that takes the learner through the different parts of an offshore wind farm. So basically, all the major components, all the major works and services that are required to develop and construct an offshore wind farm. And the reason why we've done that is to say that, well, it doesn't really matter if you are what role you have in a project organization. But if you, for example, if you work with procurement, well, then it's a really good idea to have a good understanding of what you're buying. If you're working with contract management, equally so, it's a really good idea for you to have a basic understanding of what you support the delivery of. So, so that is why we've included sort of a full day module into the curriculum, taking the student through all these different work scopes comprising an offshore wind farm. So that is something that's part of the education as well. See if I can exit the screen here. All right, I managed. What we also have is this hotspot environment that I've been using also throughout this presentation. So it's a very engaging and interactive way of working with the content. So this is what you're seeing here on the screen is a live extract example of what you also see in the education. This particular example is showing the build-up of a FIDIC form of contracts. And what we have then done is to explain how it's applied, how it's used, and also how it's used in an offshore wind context, because that is, let's say, the type of products that we refer to and use as a case study throughout the education. So, for example, what you do for offshore wind, which is somewhat different than the way that FIDIC usually operates, is that you consolidate the general conditions of contract and the particular conditions of contract. So that's just one example of how we showcase that. The next one I've taken out and chose to use as an example is taken out of our day module that relates to changes to the scope of work. And in FIDIC terms, when you have a change, that's a variation. So this is one example of some of the tools and templates that we make available to you as a student. And basically, this is a variation order template, a short and brief outline, but supported by text, supported by guidance as to how it's applied. So that is something that is available not only in the course environment, but also a product that you have available as a download if you take this course. Last example that I have is just an example of some of the gameplay that you'll see. So there's a range of different features that we make use of. It can be puzzles, it can be drag and drops, such as this one, for example. So here, just to keep people engaged, we use this type of gameplay. So we have a simple drag and drop, and at the end we see whether or not I managed to do it correctly. I'll try to do it wrong, and then we'll see what happens. But that's in essence how it works, and something just to make sure that people are active and actually also have an opportunity, let's say, to transform all the information shared and validate, let's say, that it was also correctly understood. And that was actually it. That was my presentation. I hope that I kept it sort of relatively short and sweet.